loving for him, I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Chicago Bears. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. They run with David Montgomery, the third-round pick from Iowa State. He'll have a first down past the 40. Down at the 9-yard line. A big play there on the first play of the game. 66 yards. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stock troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bold. They won the first battle. Keep coming after him. Put the pressure on him.
Eluded, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown, Bears. Allen Robinson. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Here's Freeman. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. You think back to 2018, many people thought it would be Royce Freeman taking over as the lead back in Denver. Spent a 3rd-round pick on him, but it was Phillip Lindsay who would be in the catbird seat as the #1 running back. But still for Freeman, not a bad rookie campaign, 521 yards and 5 touchdowns as the backup. They'll try and run for it with Lindsay. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 2nd down, it's Lindsay. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, In addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. Throwing now is Lott. Forced out to it. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Now, that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
6-0 our score after 1. And McManus able to put it through. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So the field goal that cuts the lead in half as they, too, are able to get some points on their initial drive of the game.
Yeah, all in all, a pretty positive response, right, to the points that were scored against them. And they got a little help from their opponent anyway. Missed the conversion, so now they're just 3 back.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 29, Trubisky. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
1st down, here's the run with Montgomery. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. Tough spot here, 3rd and 18, following back-to-back running plays that went in the wrong direction. Out of the gun, Trubisky. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the 1st.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Here we go.
A minute 55 left to go in the first half of play. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando, standing by the scores from around the NFL in the second week of the regular season. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. And he's got this down to the 35. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Locke. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Gates with the ground. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They look to throw. It's Locke. And his throw intercepted by the all-pro corner Kyle Fuller. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. After the interception, here's Trubisky. Going to let one fly for Rupp, and that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Locked to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams have...
What's up, yo?
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. Flushed out right. Open man. That's Noah Fant, the tight end. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Noah Fant, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. McManus's point after is good. And the lead down to 3 at 13-10. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
On 2nd and 12, Trubisky. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Duke Dawson picks it, and they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Then it's Clinton-Dix with a pick. He was going for Gates, his tight end that time. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Will Parks. The 30, 20, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
The pick six, they'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky. And the Bears have retaken the lead.
And that third counter there gives them the lead, and it's obvious they've needed everything that he's given them today. The 3 touchdowns, that's impressive, but without them, they're not winning this game.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The tight end Gates, the intended target. 3rd down here.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
This one complete to Theo Reddick. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play. Lock now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes it 2nd and 9. Here's Locke to throw. He'll get this one to Patrick. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. To throw it is Locke. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Tim Patrick, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos have once again taken the lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is up to 5. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, their lead, they have seen it evaporate completely after such a good first half. They've been shut down here in the 3rd quarter.
Searching for answers, trying to figure out what it's going to take to get back to where they were before. The big part of it is that sometimes you don't have to go exotic now. You go back to basics. Being able to run the football, string some things together, some effective passes, try and get a rhythm established again, and try and get back in the lead.
Back in the lead, like you said, back to the basics. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. From the 31, Trubisky And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Duke Dawson picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Now McManus for the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Ready? I smell fear in that offense. I smell the ghost.
After the turnover, here's Locke. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Khalil Mack picks up his second sack of the afternoon. And for the defense, their third sack of the game.
That number tells you that they're starting to put it together with their defensive game plan. They're starting to feel pretty good about what the offense is doing, bringing the pressure at the right time, and putting the quarterback on the ground.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for, and it'll bring up third down.
Come on, set. 18, Gator. Hey, check.
Play action. Now it's Locke. And his throw intercepted by the all-pro corner, Kyle Fuller. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a...
And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line,
down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, his second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos push further out in front. His first career touchdown pass, and it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
McManus's point after is good, and that will make this a 19-point game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time, one-play interceptions, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Second and 10. It's Trubisky again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Jeremiah Tauchu. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. He'll take it at the 42. It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48, and a return of 8. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time, the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass, and he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Khalil Mack able to record his 5th sack of the season.
She don't care.
After the sack on 1st down.
She won't go to, and I never met a bitch like you.
Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. Gates the intended receiver there.
What's up, bitches?
Looking to throw Trubisky on 1st down. And my goodness, another interception.
Okay.
Dumped by Bryce Callahan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football
It was crazy, and I can hear his mic. It's like I can see his mic.
Nightmarish game he's having now.
It's moving.
6
His eyes are breathing.
interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable,
What's
isn't
up?
it?
What's up?
Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen
Where's
it.
everybody at?
But it just tells you about the game.
Second night in a row. Being some
And
bitches.
it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning.
I thought I seen them too.
Brett
I
Favre,
invited
Joe
them
Namath,
just
he did
now,
3
just to
times.
see. But
It's 2nd and 8 at the 6-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this
What do you mean?
football game
I just got
here
on?
on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. A pass there complete to Sutton. And they'll get him down up past the 15. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Rich in Atlanta,
They'll
my
actually
boy.
throw it with Locke.
She said.
And now here is another interception. Deion Bush with a pick. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand
leave.
this. You saw zone in
Now.
college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Not at all. We lit.
Play action. It's Trubisky. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. What was the
last time we had
someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. It's then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. A big play there on the catch and run. 66 yards.
Hey, listen.
Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
I know she look player, but she might be Mrs. Right. Plus, that girl told me, if I ever do you wrong, I can always have money. All the keys from that day on, she still with me. Yeah. Yeah, be safe out here.
Lock under pressure again, and down he goes again. The inside linebacker, Danny Trevathan, gets the sack.
You know what I'm saying? I did wrong.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Hey, so
now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts.
Niggas is
It's
out.
just their first. They've got
shit.
2 more to use here in the final stages.
Snoop and Snoop, Smooth, Rich, all them niggas, Dion.
And with things looking pretty good on the
Snoop,
scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Aren't you near Atlanta?
And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th.
You say you're not driving out for them?
Trubisky now just 6 of 16 through the air, but he does have a 1st and 10 here. One last shot for Trubisky. This is caught by Robinson. The 40, 30, 10, and a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone.
Why are you playing
the game, but they do get the score with all
Apex.
zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time, and later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play. But still, all for naught, really.
I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?